Okay, ayan. Narinig niyo na ba ako? Sorry. Dada ako ng dada dito eh. Hindi niyo pala ako naririnig. No? Sorry naman. Okay, nag-shut, no? Nag-close ang aking internet kanina tapos yun. So we're having a little bit of technical difficulties but we're going to sort this out. Okay. So attendance check na. Okay. Oo, alam ko walang sound. Ito na. Ayan. Sabi ni Aika. Okay na, Sir Vince. Ayan. Thank you, Aika. So pakisabi naman kung nasaan kayo ngayon at magbatian tayo no, para naman makilala natin kung nasaan kayo ngayon. Wherever you are in the world at batiin natin kayo. Okay? Sige. So, umpisahan natin. Kanino? Okay, nasa balay-balay. Nasa malay-balay si Cyril. Ayan. Okay. So, good evening din sa'yo. Beth, from Quezon City, si Lai Juanesa. Si Jonathan from Bacoor, Cavite. Hello sa'yo. Si Aika ay my partner and I are watching you, sir, from Sampaloc, Manila. Oy, tumira ako sa Sampaloc dyan before. Ilang taon nga? Parang mga siguro, 6 years, no? 6 years kami na tumira sa Sampaloc, Manila. Well, welcome din sa'yo from Israel, si May Florio. Oy, si Joanne Dumaguete, taga Dumaguete. Dito ako natudloan magbisaya sa Dumaguete. Hello sa'yo. Si Rach from Dubai, nakikinig sa atin. Si Facebook user, hindi natin makita yung pangalan niya, no? Watching from Doha, salam din sa'yo, Kim. And si Demos Gomez, oy, from the UK, nakikinig sa atin ngayon, ano? Okay. So maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay sa atin ngayon dito sa Usapang Pera. Okay. Sige. So, umpisahan po natin ang ating episode ngayon. Ano? So, we will be talking about the online submission tool ng Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay? So, yung Securities and Exchange Commission kasi ay naglabas ng kanyang panibagong panibagong paraan kung paano makakapag-submit ng mga reports. And here with us tonight, we have our a friend, no, who's joining me, si Attorney Kelvin Lee. Siya ang Commissioner ng Securities and Exchange Commission ngayon, isa sa mga commissioners. Columnist din siya sa Manila Times, and then before becoming a commissioner, siya po ay nag-serve as Assistant Secretary sa Office of the Executive Secretary. Sa education naman, no, I just found out, ito nakita ko sa kanyang LinkedIn, ay umattend siya ng FinTech Regulatory Innovation sa University of Cambridge, at I think sila yung pioneer cohort, pioneer batch, no. Nagtapos din siya ng kanyang law school sa Ateneo Law School, and yan, magka-batch kami sa Ateneo de Manila University. Legal management ang kinuha niya. Ako naman po ay sa management. Okay, so let's bring him in. Si Commissioner. Hi, Commissioner.
Good evening. Hi, Vince. Good evening. Thank you for having me here. And thank you for the very kind introduction. Dami mo namang pinalabas na credentials. The important thing to remember, I think, from that introduction, ladies and gentlemen, kaibigan kami ni Vince, and I consider it an honor and a privilege to be here right now on his show. Thank you.
Tsaka gusto ko nakikipag-usap sa iyo kasi nakakasagap ako ng yung mga panibagong regulations for SEC because it definitely affects us, no, mga business owners. So sige, I wouldn't ako papatagalin, pero so Commissioner, ano naman ba yung online submission tool ng SEC?
Vince, the online submission tool, yung tinatawag nating OST, is the new portal that we are launching sa SEC. It will launch on March 15, no? So Monday na po. No? This is our new method ngayon na mag-receive kami ng mga reports from the public. Kasi required tayo by law na magre-receive yung SEC. Kami yung mag-receive ng mga audited financial statements. Yung mga GIS, General Information Sheets. All corporations nagsasubmit yan every year. Kasi naging problema namin last year because of COVID, we're mandated kasi to physically na makuha kami ng physical copies. And last year when COVID happened, nagka-problema nga kami kasi, di ba, people aren't allowed to come in and everything. So it was such a problem, we immediately worked on something like this. Hindi lang namin mahabol talaga last year kasi nga out of nowhere yung nangyari, di ba, yung COVID. So we are launching it now officially, finally, on Monday, yung online submission tool. And the website, no, just so everyone knows, no, is that medyo mahaba lang yung website, no, pasensya na. It's cifs-ost.sec.gov.ph. So kumbaga, I'll spell it out na lang, Sir Vince, no, cifss-ost-sec.gov.ph. So kumbaga, you go there, you sign up, then you sign up following the forms that will be provided there. Live po siya on Monday. Then you e-file, then you confirm, no, with us. We will send emails kasi to confirm yung mga submission na yon. So, ang goal nga po, no, is to make this easier for everyone. So, anyway, sorry, baka may questions ka, Vince, kasi I can go too long for this. Sorry, go ahead.
So, about us, actually, binabanggit mo na kanina. So, bakit kailangan electronic filing at saka pati yung monitoring nito? Why are we opting for electronic?
Well, two reasons. One, practicality, kasi talaga naman, it is much easier to get all these documents here with us if it's done online, no? So and secondly, mandated din tayo sa revised corporation code, section 180, electronic filing and monitoring system. We're supposed to launch one din. And well, siguro additional reasons na lang din, you know, it's ease of doing business. Mas madali talaga if you all submit online na digital na. I think that's the trend eh. If you see everywhere, digital na po tayo lahat. And singit ko lang, fourth reason pala, Sir Vince, no, is the fact that it would be more environmentally friendly talaga. Last year, no, hirit ko lang last year, based on our indications, mga 6 to 7 million pages of paper nakuha namin just for filing of general information sheet and audited financial statement. So siguro mga
actually
800 plus. Sorry, yes. Ian?
Ayun nga yung tanong ko dyan eh. So dun sa 6 to 8 million pages na nakukuha ninyo, where do you keep all of those paper before? Meron bang warehouse, yung SEC?
Meron. We do have a warehouse. And you can imagine nga the problem we had last year. Kasi since hindi naman hinaharang, the IATF kasi didn't want, di ba, mass gatherings. So usually kasi, traditionally, yung mga submissions na yan, parang mass gathering talaga yan every year. And we didn't want a repeat to that to happen. So we limited access to the SEC and required filing through email and last year, through email and through courier, kumbaga, you know, messengerial services na lang. But even then, medyo problematic. Medyo mahirap talaga. Because we had issues pa getting all the documents pa rin. Kasi hard copy pa rin ang required by law at the time by our mandate last year. So we adjusted and we're doing it all this way na this year. No, digital na talaga. We were able to deal with the legal hurdles na din.
Okay. And then one of the reasons na nabasa ko rin ay you were aiming for zero contact policy.
Yes.
Bakit kailangan ng zero contact policy in terms of submissions?
There is separate from the IATF issue kasi yung mga zero contact policies also mandated actually by the ease of doing business law. So in reality, legally, almost all government agencies medyo minamandato na kami na mag-iwas na kami na, you know, to talk directly with our constituents kasi nga zero contact, minimize chances of corruption, chances of shortcuts, and that is, by the way, zero contact policy is the standard in other countries din. So fina-follow talaga natin. But admittedly, mahirap yan i-implement because it has been hard the last few years, no? Yung mga digital initiatives kasi hindi pa talaga nag-take off. So siguro if there's one good thing, Sir Vince, that's happening because of COVID, it's this, no? Na medyo digital na talaga tayo, napilitan na talaga rin tayo lahat. Not just the private sector, government also now is adjusting and moving forward na talagang digital, and one way of which will give us the zero contact policy.
Pero ang isa sa mga challenges, I think, kasi mga Pinoy, syempre, parang sanay na sanay pa sila sa mga printed, gusto nila yung nahahawakan nila, or kapag nagsasubmit, gusto nila may nakakausap. So paano yun kapag online may nagka-problema or something? Meron ba silang matatawagan?
Yes, we have phone numbers pa rin naman. If you check the memorandum circular pala, Sir Vince, so it's online sa SEC website, www.sec.gov.ph. Look for memorandum circular 3 for this year, series of 2021. Meron tayong phone numbers there, contact information that you can call to clarify issues. But also, we will mandate kasi na inutos na rin namin, we will prepare something called OST kiosks. So parang meron kaming parang people center, public affairs center na OST kiosk na kung may issues kayo, you want to clarify, you can go there and someone can help you and guide you there. And you can still
Right.
submit hard copy naman kung talagang nagkakaproblema yung process mo. For instance, kasi I mean, no system is perfect. So na-expect din namin baka may some glitches here and there. Kung meron talaga, then they just have to submit proof na merong problema which we can document naman no sa emails, and then we will allow you to come in and then process and file on hard copy na no officially na face to face. Pwede pa rin naman, pwede pa rin.
Yeah, oo.
But we don't encourage that sana. Kung pwede.
Correct, oo. So yung sa benefits ng online submission, sabi mo nga kanina, so lesser na yung papel at saka yung sa warehousing ninyo. Pero what other benefits na yung madiderive ng mga corporations on this one?
Less cost, ease of doing business. Kasi then it will be much easier for you to file na online na lang. Much more convenient talaga. And yun nga, less papers. Kasi nga, once upon a time, some of these submissions, you would submit 2 to 3 copies diba? Each. And then, tatak pa, receive, and everything. Dami mong ginagawang papel. So, and shorter man hours kasi you don't have to go all the way to the SE. Malayo kami, aminin naman namin. We're over at the PICC, no? So, sa currently main office. So, it can be hard if ever you're in QC, for instance, no? It can be hard for you to make the submission. Pupunta pa kayo physically sa amin. So,
Correct.
Yun ang main thing, I think, na convenience talaga. And much less work for mga messengers, yung mga ibang lawyers. No, di ba? Less talaga. Kasi email lang di ba?
Actually, so natutuwa nga yung nung binalita ko sa office to, natutuwa yung messenger namin. Kasi sabi niya, ay, ang layo. Quezon City kasi kami yung Pasay ang layo-layo. Sabi niya, this is a good move. So, yun. So, kailan to magsisimula, Commissioner? Kailan ng enrollment period?
Our enrollment period will start talaga March 15, no? So, on the website I mentioned kanina. Siguro so that enrollment period will go on from March 15 until the end of the year dapat, but I'm sure it can go longer. The important thing naman kasi is that we want to make sure that all the corporations comply. And take note, this is required for all corporations na moving forward. Yung exception lang we're making right now is for non-stock corporation, yung mga NGOs, yung mga non-profits. Kasi we're anticipating baka it's a little harder for them. No? Yung mga TODA, yung mga... So we want to accommodate them din naman. So we're giving them more leeway. So sila, voluntary pa this year for non-stock. But take note, by 2022, next year, hopefully wala na yung transition, dapat lahat na, no? Para consistent na lahat na, and it'll be easier for everyone talaga lahat na if digital na everyone through the online submission.
Lahat ng stock corporations this year required na online ang submission. Tapos next year, ang target naman pati non-stock corporations.
Yes, correct. So yung non-stock voluntary, but if they want to do it, take note if yung mga non-stock gusto nila gawin na mag-online na rin ngayon, mag-enroll na rin, please do so. We would be happy to get it pa rin. Okay pa rin yan. Okay. But in case you're not ready, then pwede pa hanggang next year. Voluntary pa talaga for non-stock this year.
Yung mga nakikita namin before, no, like yung nag-transition yung BIR to electronic filing, nung sa electronic filing payment service nila, parang grabe, parang nightmare dahil alas 2 na, alas 3 na ng madaling araw, nag-ano pa rin kami kasi nagda-down yung server, ganyan. So, meron ba tayong assurance na up parate yung ating system, Commissioner?
Yes, we did a lot of stress testing over the last few weeks, no, before the launch talaga. And so far, we're ready to handle thousands of transactions kasi every minute. So I think kaya yan. If ever hindi naman, much of the system pala, Sir Vince, no, is medyo cloud-based na. So if ever may problem, we can just adjust naman kasi din yung bandwidth namin and yung storage issue, if ever may issue. And also, can I point out, to be very careful din kasi kami about the load, no? So ang ginawa namin, we extended some of the deadlines din. So for instance, yung audited financial statements, even though you're enrolling in March, yung submission mo, depending on yung number coding on the last digit of your registration number sa SEC, if for instance 1 ka, then you're only required to submit your audited financial statement June 1 to 30. Kung 2 yung ending, July 1 to 31. And then we're gonna do that hanggang November 30. So maraming room. There's a lot of, the actual deadlines, maraming room. But if you want to file ahead of time, pwede din. So meaning you don't want to follow the number coding, you want to file ahead, then sige, we're happy to
Uh-uh.
get it. So
No,
at
but
least mas spread out ka. Ay, sorry, yes, Sir Vince.
maganda yung sinasabi mo na at least na may thousands of transactions na kayo, and you've done stress testing actually on this one, yun kasi yun yung worry namin, baka Diyos ko mag-block ma-clog yung
sabay.
system, tapos hindi ma-file on time. Penalties kaya yung labas niya kapag hindi on time yung filing.
Although ito, Sir Vince, we are, I cannot say muna if we will waive penalties this year. Hindi naman siguro pa. But we have discussed this at the commission level and chairman. Yung lima kasi kami, di ba, sa commission itself. We have been discussing the possibility na we will be lenient this year. I cannot say if we will waive penalties for this. Hindi siguro muna kasi we really want people to file it. But we will be lenient. We will, kumbaga, magiging mas maluwag kami here. Kasi we understand the difficulties of transitioning.
Okay. And how do we use the OST tool? So kahit sino from the corporation will be able to log in, or sino ba yung compliance officer ba namin, or sino yung required?
It will depend on who you register, no? But kasi if you remember, there was a memorandum circular 28 last year na in-issue namin requiring all corporations to give us yung email address and formal email address nyo and cell phone number nyo. So, i-correlate natin yan. It is that email address sana ang gagamitin mo to sign up when it comes to OST and the website I mentioned nga. And then you fill up the forms, no, that are applicable. And of course, you have to submit my board resolution, guys. Submit, and then proof that you filed nga yung email that you mentioned under MC28. And then after that, once you're enrolled, then you only have to fill out yung mga forms, prepare yung mga forms, yung mga GIS, AFS, upload nyo lang, no? Quote-unquote, file nga. So first step, once again, is sign up, which I just mentioned. Second is once you have everything ready, you upload mo na yung documents, e-file. And then the third step after that would be to confirm, no? Yung ina-accept na namin on our part, yung report mismo. Kasi we usually do a quality check muna kasi we have to make sure na makikita namin yung mga documents. So there's someone who will do a quality check and email you back na accepted na we received it, acknowledging that we have, that a report was submitted na nga to us sa SEC.
Yeah. So ano yung file document format, no? Kasi usually we get a PDF copy or Word copy ba to? Ano yung file format?
For this one, we're requiring for the GIS and then yung iba-iba kasi, no? Kasi there are different documents. But general rule is that we're going to require PDFs. Special kinds of PDF na may text layer so that we are able to read the file. And then another form na normal PDF lang na duly signed and notarized. Anyway, it's nasa memorandum circular yan naman, no, Sir Vince. So pwede nila busisihin, no, there. But essentially, PDF for other kinds of documents na financial statements, pwede din na yung isa Excel, no. Meron din Excel kaming ina-allow. But different file, different requirement. So if it's GIS, ganito. If it's AFS, it's ganito. But general rule, PDF, no, na text layered para readable sa system namin.
Okay. So yung mga forms na to, downloadable, and then you can fill it up offline and then upload. Paano yung mga signatures? So kailangan ba lang digital signature or fresh talaga dapat na scan?
Currently kasi because of the way the law is set up, we are trying not to work with digital signatures muna, no, not so much muna. We are, as much as possible, we're requiring yung mga formal signatures, yung mga wet signatures pa muna, and then you convert it into a PDF file nga and then upload it. We are looking at we're actually working with the ICT to work on the PNKPI program nila, yung parang digital e-signature, but there has not been kasi super uptake of that yet. So medyo nako-constrain kami to work with the old system muna na wet signature muna in the meantime. But we are looking at it. We want to go there din. May balak talaga ako to go na e-signature na yan din lahat later on.
Kasi like for me, no, we have a group of social enterprises and we have 5 corporations. So tuwing filing mga ganyan, parang oh my God, yung papel na kailangan pirmahan.
Hirap talaga. Totoo. I can patay.
Yeah, so it's good that the commission is going to do something about it. Pero is this going to be for free or mayroon bang filing fee for this one?
The filing fee, walang filing fees, no? Filing naman of GIS and AFS has always been free. But what will be charged later on is access to our online search tool, online search portal pala. Kasi later on, di ba yung OST would be the system where you receive the documents. Later on kasi we will have something called the online search portal where those documents you submit to us will be readily available to the public na. So ang advantage na of this system is mabilis siya naakyat yan agad. Whereas once upon a time, if you file with a hard copy, we have to go through a cleaning up version pa here. Dapat dinidigitize pa namin, nililinis pa namin yung data before ma-upload. So there was a gap of a few months, no?
Right.
Here, mabilis na to. We're talking about days, weeks, if not days, depending on the volume of things coming in, no? Hopefully this will make things much more transparent. Yun nga, ready public access to the reports na. More convenient once again for everyone. Sorry. Yes.
Correct. Parang ang mangyayari din dahil sasubmit na online, so anyone can also have public access to those publicly available documents. Tama ba?
Correct.
Did I get that correct?
Correct. Yes, correct. That is the intention. Okay. So everyone can see na yung mga documents. But of course, only those that are publicly available, meaning allowed to be seen by the... Kasi syempre may mga confidential documents din yan. We keep that din, no? Yung mga data privacy issues. We keep that private din.
Right. So for example, yung pangalan nito, yung GIS ganyan. So pwede ba naming makuha yung GIS ng ibang corporations?
Yes. Later on, yes. So long as it's publicly available nga, no, and then officially na file, then yes, it will make it easier din for yung mga banks, yung mga credit checking to review these files. If you remember, we used to have something called iView, which we allowed din naman. Ganon din naman yung form ng iView. The problem is iView was outdated technology and it crashed. So we were having problems, no, very frankly, Sir Vince, I'm having problems getting that back up. Kasi nga, because of the fact that it's outdated technology. We're looking at hopefully replacing iView, well, not fixing iView and at the same time, replacing it with something like this nga, yung online search portal. But yun nga, we have to streamline the database pa kasi nga nagka-fragment pa yung database. Magulo pa, marami pang trabaho, Sir Vince. Marami pang trabaho ahead.
So, for example, kasi ako I'm going to do a research on the microfinance institutions in the Philippines. So kung makaka-access ako ng mga GIS reports, that would be very good. May bayad ba to ngayon to access using the
sorry, tama pala. That's the point. Yung online, sorry, I got sidetrack pala. Yung OSP kasi, we will initially start off na wala mo ng charge yan for the first few months. Yung online search portal. So kasi nga not much data yet and we want to encourage people to use that moving forward, but we will charge for that din later on kasi otherwise the system itself won't be viable eh. Pero matagal pa yan, siguro a few months down the line. We're still working up the pricing scheme pa with the other agencies, no, for this.
Okay, sige. So I know you gave me a video on the online submission tool. Ipa-play ko muna ito and then we come back to discuss the content of the video.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Filing season na. Handa na ba ang mga annual financial statements, general information sheet at iba pang annual reports ninyo?
Naman? Mahabang biyahe, pila, gabultong papel na naman ba?
Simula ngayong taon, it's easy as SEC na ang pagpapasa ng AFS, GIS, at iba pang annual reports. Just sign up, i-file, and confirm sa ating online submission tool o OST.
Sa OST, hindi na kailangan ipasa ang hard copy ng iyong annual financial statements, general information sheet at iba pang annual reports. Hindi na rin kailangan pumunta sa mga tanggapan ng SEC. Upload na lang, anytime, anywhere. Binuo ng Securities and Exchange Commission ang OST, alinsunod sa mandato nitong itaguyod ang ease of doing business sa bansa sa ilalim ng Republic Act No. 11232 o ang Revised Corporation Code of the Philippines. Naaayon din ito sa Zero Contact Policy at Automation in Business-Related Transactions sa ilalim ng Republic Act No. 11032 o ang Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Government Service Delivery Act of 2018.
Sa OST, mas marami ka ng oras na mailalaan sa iyong negosyo o organisasyon. Hindi lang yan. Makakatulong ka pa sa pagpapanatili at pangalaga sa ating kapaligiran, maging ang pampublikong kalusugan.
Noong 2020 lamang, lagpas sa 6,800,000 pahina ng AFS at GIS ang natanggap ng SEC. Katumbas yan ng 34 na tonelada ng papel na gawa sa 137 tonelada ng kahoy mula sa 820 puno. Napapanahon din ang paglulunsad ng OST habang nagpapatuloy ang banta ng COVID-19 pandemic. Dahil online na ang pasahan, maiiwasan ang pagtitipon ng maraming tao sa mga tanggapan ng SEC. Mababawasan ang tsansang maipasa at kumalat ang virus.
So say goodbye to spending a lot of time on the road, falling in line, and wasting too much paper. Say hello to a more convenient and sustainable way of filing your annual reports with the Securities and Exchange Commission. With the OST, just sign up, e-file, confirm. It's as easy as SEC.
Yeah, there you have it. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, Commissioner, no, nagpapasabi lang si Agnes na sabi niya, no, so this is really a good step. So, nag-work siya before for an audit firm and sabi niya, naku, 5 to 6 sets pa yung pinuprint dati at ang hirap nga mag-submit. So, this one is a good step daw towards our ease of doing business. Ayan. Pero may tanong si medyo yung tanong ni Jeffrey, no? Yung annual daw po ba yung submission ng mga reports natin?
Yes. By law, kasi Sir Vince, required talaga yan, no? The GIS, the audited financial statements, every year yan, actually. Precisely why there's so much paper sa SEC. Ang dami, we do it every year. Dami naming warehouse tuloy.
Totoo. Okay, sige. And then you also wanted to announce something about the registration of corporations?
Tama. Sir Vince, I wanted to take this chance to publicly announce kasi it's coming out very soon na rin. We are coming out with something that we call yung kumbaga bagong company registration system namin na online, which will replace the current one, which we understand has been a challenge for a lot of people. We call it the eSpark, no? The fancy name, no? It's the Electronic Simplified Processing of Application for Registration of Company, eSpark. So kumbaga ito yung bagong web-based system to be used for submission and processing of applications for registration ng mga companies. So one-person corporation, corporations with 2 to 4 corporations, and regular corporations. So ito na yung bago, and I am very proud to say this is homegrown. Our own programmers were the ones who created this, and we intend to launch this to replace, not naman replace, siguro to alleviate the stress on the current system by early April, mga April 5 siguro. I actually want it to move a little earlier, but mukhang with all the logistics, April 5. So that's coming soon. We'll have formal announcements about that very soon, formal memorandum circulars din. Once again, the goal is to make things easier for everyone and for ourselves. No, less challenge kasi nga online na lahat. And at the same time, minimal downtime sana din, no, moving forward.
Okay. So we look forward to that online registration, kasi lalo na ngayon marami tayong mga in-open na businesses and we would be needing this service to be more efficient. Pero nabanggit nyo kanina, Commissioner, yung one-person corporation. So we invite namin kayo ulit to talk about OPCs.
Sure. No problem. Very, very popular yung OPC lately, Sir Vince. Very popular.
Yeah. Okay, sige. So, any last message for our viewers regarding OST?
If we're looking forward to everyone using it, no, Sir Vince, we're hoping na it will continue na walang problema. But in case lang may konting issue yan, please be patient with us. We really are trying our best, no. We really are working hard at this at the SEC. The goal nga is to make things easier for the general public, no, to make things easy nga at SEC. So please be patient with us, no, and work together with us. Thank you.
So tama, no? SEC is easy.
Yes.
Okay. So, thank you very much, Commissioner. And sana madami pa talaga yung pagbabago na magawa natin dyan sa SEC para talagang umayos ang pagbabantay natin sa mga corporation. So mabuhay po kayo.
Yeah. Thank you, Sir Vince.
Okay, thank you. Ayan, okay mga kaibigan, nakita natin, no? Ang nakapanayam natin si Attorney Kelvin Lee. Siya ay ang commissioner ng SEC at yun, in-announce nga niya sa atin yung OST. Excited na ako. Imagine, hindi na kami mag-print ng toneladang papel at hindi napipila para magpa-receive na lang online. Okay, sana marami tayong natutunan ang pagyaman na pag-aaralan at napagtutulungan. Okay, so punta naman tayo sa ating second topic for tonight. So, save more this pandemic. How do we save this pandemic? Alam ko marami talagang mga nahihirapang mag-save ngayong mga panahong ito dahil nga pandemic. Ano pa nga ba, 'di ba? Mahirap talaga ang buhay ngayon. Okay, sige. So, for how to save more this pandemic, at di-discuss natin ay why do we to save more this pandemic and how do we save more this pandemic. Ayan. Okay. So, pop quiz muna tayo. Ay, actually, hindi ito pop quiz eh. Sharing sa mga nakikinig ngayon. Share nyo nga. Kasi, dati, di ba, may mga nagsasabi sa atin na masama daw yung nagtatabi ng pera for emergency. Kasi parang, ang pamahiin ay parang ini-invite mo na may mangyaring masama sa'yo. Kaya ka nag-iipon, parang ganyan. So kung hindi ka mag-iipon, wala daw masamang mangyayari sa'yo. Ano sa tingin nyo dito? Masama bang nagtatabi ng pera for emergency use? Pakwentuhan nyo naman ako sa comment section at pag-usapan natin yan. Okay. So statistics lang, base sa research namin, 80% ng mga Pilipino ay wala. Take note ha, 0. O yung nasa Germany, zilch. Di ba? Zilch ba yung 0 in German? Ayan, so 0 ang ating 80% ng mga Pilipinos ang walang emergency savings. Hindi ba nakakaloka yun, di ba? Tapos, ang nakita din namin, 5% lamang ang may sapat na emergency savings. Diba? Kapag may hindi inaasahang pangyayari ay mayroon at mayroon sila madudukot. Okay, di ba? So, yan yung pag-uusapan natin ngayong gabi, Okay. So, ano yung mga emergency examples ba natin? Ano ba yung mga examples ng emergency? So, number 1 ay disasters, typhoon, earthquake, flood, tsunami, landslide, drought, at syempre, pandemic. Diba? Talagang itong pandemic ay hindi tayo na-warning, diba? Bigla na lang sumulpot. Diba? Emergency yun. Okay? At kaya nga nangailangan ng ayuda during that time, nag-lockdown. Sickness and death are also emergencies. Accident, fire, ayan, ito yung mga emergencies natin. So, paano nga ba tayo magse-save ngayong pandemic, ano yung mga pupwede nating gawin para makapag-ipon? Okay, so ito na yung mga tips natin. So, number 1 is to recalibrate your lifestyle. Okay? So, i-calibrate natin ang ating lifestyle. At calibrate natin ang ating lifestyle. So that means we have to prioritize our essentials or necessities, And then i-reevaluate din natin yung pag-allocate ng budgets natin for discretionary, optional budget, as well as yung pagdadagdag sa ating emergency savings, okay? Tapos, magandang paraan para ma-recalibrate natin yung ating lifestyle at ma-assess natin, meron tayong online tool dyan. So pumunta lang kayo sa Vince Rapisura Facebook Messenger at i-type nyo ang MIMO, isend nyo yon sa Messenger at lalabas yung tool natin kung paano minamanage yung pagpasok at saka paglabas ng pera. Okay? So, yan. So, makikita nyo dito, yan so pag tinype nyo yung MIMO, for example, ito so sa sa page ko to, lalabas. Hi Zonia, okay, this online form will help you assess your money in, money out. Do you want to proceed? Ayan, so i-click nyo lang yung proceed. Tapos, lalabas na yung online link natin para ma-access nyo yung form. Tapos, kapag clinic nyo yung form, ay lalabas na yung ating online form. Diba? O, yan ha. Meron na kayong magagamit na online form. Wala nang reason na hindi nyo malalaman ang inyong budgeting practices. Okay. Number 2, prepare tayo ng emergency budget. Okay? Mag-classify tayo ng ating budget into needs, utang, and wants. Okay? So, yan yung natin. So, kung titignan natin ito, yung needs, utang, and wants, okay? Yung sa needs natin, ilalagay natin dyan, no? Yung mga pabahay natin, tubig at kuryente, internet, groceries, transportation, medical needs, no? Tapos sa utang naman, ilalagay natin yung ating housing loan, car loan, business loans, at kung ano-ano pang loans na meron tayo, credit card, ilagay din natin dyan. Tapos ang ating wants, okay? So yung wants natin, entertainment, food delivery, online shopping, at saka Netflix. Ayan, di ba mga wants yung mga yaan, okay? So kapag titignan natin ito at ignore po natin siya, no? So yung needs natin na yan, yung needs natin, ang tawag dyan ay ang survival budget, no? So kapag yung needs lang yung tinignan natin, okay? Yun yung needs lang, no? Ang tinignan natin, yan ay ang survival budget. Kapag idinagdag natin yung utang, no, diyan, na budget natin sa utang plus yung budget sa needs, yan yung ating emergency budget. Okay? So, kailangan natin ipa-prioritize ang ating emergency budget. So, doon sa emergency budget natin, i-order na natin siya according to priority. So, ganito yon. So, yung sa needs natin, lalagay natin groceries, ayan, no, yung tubig, mga ganyan. So, mas mauuna yan. Bago pa natin i-comply yung mga utang natin. So, ang importante na sinasabi natin dito ay nauuna dapat yung kapakanan natin, yung mga pangangailangan natin bago utang. Okay, emergency nga, syempre we have to take care of ourselves, di ba? So, sa utang, housing loan, ayun, no, nakita natin housing loan, business loan, car loan, at saka credit card. So, pag makikita natin dito ay, ayun. So yung natin, yung nasa hulihan niya ay yung credit card, no? Kasi yung credit card ay ito naman ay although mataas ang interest rate ito ay clean loan, wala namang yung collateral. Kaya nasa huli siya, no, sa mga priorities natin in terms of utang during emergencies, ha? Take note during emergencies kasi dapat ang utang ay kaya natin yang bayaran on the normal basis. Okay? So, yan. Tapos, ang emergency savings natin, goal natin dapat ay katumbas ng 9 na buwang monthly expenses natin. At ito yung mga characteristics dapat ng emergency fund natin. No? Ito dapat be secure, liquid, meaning accessible anytime, at yung returns ay at least nabibit sana yung inflation. Pero kung hindi, okay lang din. Kasi emergency naman yung main purpose natin dito. No? So, yun. Ngayon, kailangan din nating matutong mag-budget. So, ito ang budgeting rule natin, budgeting method natin for those who earn less than 20,000 pesos per month. So, 5% ay para sa insurance premium, 10% ay para sa savings, and then 85% ay para sa expenses. Okay? So, kung less than 20,000 ang kinikita mo, magtatabi ka pa rin ng iyong savings, equivalent to 10% of that, ano? Kasi kapag less than 20% yung 20,000 pesos per month ang kinikita mo, wala tayong binabayarang tax, ha? So buong-buo yan. So 10% ay itabi mo, savings. 5% yung budget for insurance. Tapos yung 85 yan yung gagamitin natin for ating expenses. Okay? Ngayon naman, kapag ang kinikita mo ay greater than 20,000 pesos, dito na papasok yung ating 5, 15, 20, 60, budgeting rule. So 5% for insurance, 15% for savings, 20% for investments, and 60% for expenses. Ayan. So bagot si Agnes sa ating katanungan kanina kung ano yung zero, null. O parang null and void. Tama naman. No? In English, null din yung zero din. Okay. So sabi ni Jeru, maganda ang nagtatabi ng pera or emergency fund pero hindi lang tayo sanay kasi hindi tinuturo sa pamilya. Naku, ayaw ko. Sa pamilya namin tinuro. Joke lang, Jeru. Sagasan ka, Jeru? Kakaiba yung iyong pangalan, no? Si Jeru. Ayan. Okay, so how do we budget for emergency fund? Okay, so ito yun, no? Number one, you start early because it usually takes about 18 to 30 months to build your emergency fund. Okay, so yun yung tinitignan natin. Kapag tayo ay nagsisimula sa ating emergency fund, usually 18 to 30 months yan. Kaya maganda na the moment na magsimula kang magtrabaho ay yan na yung gagawin mo, no? Mag-save ka na for emergency. Para as you move along, kapag tumataas yung income mo, ay yung increment na lang yung dadagdag sa emergency fund. Tapos i-follow nyo yung aking budgeting rule, and then kung mayroon tayong matatanggap ng mga bonuses or 13th month pay, gamitin natin yun to boost our emergency fund. Usually, ang rule ko dyan ay kalahati, ine-enjoy ko, kalahati, sinesave ko or ininvest ko. Okay? Number 3 is to identify other sources of income. Diba? Kasi yung formula natin for saving is, it's not just pagtitipid reducing your costs. It's also finding ways on how to increase your income. So what you will do is to pay yourself first, make it a habit and include this in your budget. Tapos magkaroon tayo ng side hustles kung mayroon tayong mga mga extra na mapagkakakitaan, gawin natin yon, okay? And then i-monetize natin ng ating expertise, di ba? Kung mayroon tayong kakaibang talento or skill na pwede natin pagkakitaan, gawin natin yan, ano? Basta hindi legal, basta legal at wala tayong tinatapakang tao, hindi dapat natin ikinakahiya kung ano man ang pinagkakakitaan natin. Kaya ako, wala akong hiya, diba? Wala akong shame sa kung paano ako kumikita. Kasi alam kong marangal, no? Yung si mama at papa, they would always tell us the stories kung paano sila nagsimula noon. Si mama ay nagbenta pa ng bote, nag-junk shop, kung ano-ano, yung mga nila, nagbenta kami ng asin at bagoong sa palengke, mga ganyan, di ba? Nakakatawa. So, yun. Tapos, mag-invest tayo, no? At focus tayo sa social investment. And these investments, hopefully, will provide us with passive income that we will use further to, boost our emergency savings at maging other source of our income. Okay? Number 4 is to fortify your emergency savings. So, automatic savings deduction sana yung gagawin natin, no, for our salaries, no? And then ask for savings match with your employer or family members, 'di ba? Para hindi lang kayo yung nagsisave. So, parang group effort siya sa inyong family. Tapos, ang iisipin natin the rate of increase in savings should be higher than the rate of increase in expenses. So, mas maganda na tiis-tiis muna tayo kung kahit na kunwari nagkaroon tayo ng adjustment sa salary, hindi natin gaanong binabago ang ating lifestyle. Mas makakaipon tayo doon. Okay? Ito naman. Very excited ako dito, no? Saan ba pwedeng mag-save? Para sa emergency savings natin, ano? So, ano yung mga advice ko, no, on where we should save. So, ang unang-una, pwede tayong mag-save sa mga rural banks, no? Kasi sa rural banks, high interest rate ito, and we could also help in the local economic development pag dito tayo nag-save. Pero ilimit po lang natin yung pagsisave natin doon ng below 500,000 para covered pa rin siya ng PDIC. Okay? Anything about that, hindi covered ng PDIC, medyo mataas yung risk. Okay? 5 years plus 1 day ang kunin natin para tax-free, no? Time deposit yung gagawin natin dyan. Time deposit naman kasi pwede mong i-pre-terminate. Ang gagawin lang nila ay hindi nila ibibigay sa iyo ng buo yung interest. Okay? ang favorite ko din na savings, no? Pwede nating ilagay sa Pag-ibig MP2. Tax-free yung dividends natin. Oo, I hear you. Diba? Parang this week, pinatanggap na natin na credit na sa ating virtual Pag-ibig account ang ang ating dividend for 2020. At ako talaga, nung nakita ko siya, nakilig ako, no? At pinagmamayabang ko sa partner ko. Kasi yung partner ko, konti pa yung Pag-ibig niya. So sabi ko, huwag mo masyado sa akin lagay yung Pag-ibig mo. Maglagay ka din doon sa Pag-ibig na isa. So yun, 100% government guaranteed itong Pag-ibig MP2 at 500 pesos lang po ang minimum dito. Siguro naman kaya na natin yun, na ipaluwal. Okay. So, yun. And then, cooperatives also, you can save with the cooperatives. So, hanap lang tayo ng kooperatiba na more than 10 years na in existence. Tapos, ang head office nila ay pagmamay-ari nila. Tapos, ang co-op pesos score ay at least 80 points. So, hanapin natin yan and okay na mag-save doon sa kooperatibang yan. Okay? Tapos, lastly, ito ang bagong animal sa pagsisave. At ako nga din ay medyo nawiwili sa mga digital banks. So, mag-open kayo ng digital banks because these are also PDIC covered up to 500,000 pesos. Usually short term po ang savings products nila. So, yun. Tapos, mataas kanilang interest rate na binibigay. All because wala silang brick and mortar eh. Ibig sabihin, wala silang opisina wala silang branch offices na minamaintain para magbigay ng serbisyo sa atin because that increases cost. So, yung sa kanila is purely online at mas mababa yung kanilang overhead. And that's the reason why they're able to provide higher interest. Tapos, ang nakikita ko pa sa lahat sa kanila, halos lahat sa kanila, tuwa ako. Kasi to open an account, you're not required to put any money, di ba? So, okay lang, mag-open ka. Tapos kapag meron na, dilagyan mo, di ba? And I'm sure, kapag nalagyan mo na yan, yung mga makakarinig nito, mabibless talaga kayo. Pag nalagyan na yan, parating may laman. Di ba? So, yan. Okay? So, saan pwedeng mag-save? Ang mga suggestions ko, number 1 for me ay cooperatives. Pag-ibig MP2, cooperatives, rural bank, tapos digital banks. In that order. Yan po yung aking ranking. So, of course, kapag emergency savings, kailangan meron din tayong easily accessible. Maglagay tayo ng amount din sa commercial banks. Pero, syempre, huwag na tayong umasa na maayos yung returns na makukuha natin doon. Okay? So, yan. Okay, ang pagkaman na pag-aaralan at napagtutulungan. So, dito naman tayo sa ating topic on financial tips for singles. Ayan. So, kayo ba ay single and ready to mingle? Ayan. So, yun So, for this, we are going to discuss how to manage your money when you're still single, and what you need to know financially when you are single. Okay? So, pop-quiz muna tayo. Ano nga ba ang kailangan ng mga single? Health o life insurance? Ano ang mas kailangan nila? Health insurance or life insurance? Okay? So, para sa financial management para sa mga single, ito yung mga kailangan na gawin. Unang-una, kailangan magkaroon ng emergency savings, mag-assign, sandali lang, saan napunta yan? Wait. Ayan, So, okay. Okay, may buhay na sarili itong aking slides. Wait lang po ha. Ayan. So, emergency savings, investment for retirement, bucket list fund, ano pa ba? Yung mga kailangan natin dyan. And then you have to take care of yourself to take care of others, Tapos, so punta tayo dun sa emergency savings. Dito sa emergency savings, dapat nakalagay ito sa ATM at saka time deposit. So mayroon tayong liquid part for this, Ang credit card po ay hindi emergency savings. Kaya nga siya tinatawag na credit card, di ba? So wag nating iasa yung credit card na gagamitin natin pang emergency. Of course, like for me, pag kanina, oh my God, hindi ko pala nakwento. Galing ako ng ospital kanina, sa Medical City. At ang aking tuhod, may tear. Kakaloka. Tapos wear and tear daw talaga. So talagang tumatanda na ang ating beauty. So, yun, and akala ko naman, in MRI ako, akala ko naman ay mura lang. Akala ko makukover lahat ng aking HMO. Isa rin yan sa mga i-discuss ko one of these days. Kasi hindi niya na-cover lahat eh. Yung MRI ay 5,000 peso, 14,000 pesos. Ang kinover lang nung HMO ko ay 5,000 pesos. So, kailangan ko maglabas ng 9,000. So, ginamit ko yung credit card ko kasi yun naman, nababayaran ko naman ng buo yung aking credit card every time na matatanggap ko yung statement. So, ang message ko lang dito is, kapag gagamitin nyo yung credit card for emergency purposes, make sure na mayroon kayong equivalent amount dun sa savings ninyo na ibabayad ninyo dun. Otherwise, mababaon kayo sa utang dahil mataas ang interest rate niyan. Okay? So, pag kayo po ay, may single, mag-assign kayo ng ICE na tinatawag. Ang ICE ay yung in case of emergency, di ba? Ako, alam ko na nagseryoso kami ng aking partner noong doon sa passport, ang nilagay namin na pangalan doon sa in case of emergency ay yung pangalan ng isa't isa. Di ba? Milestone yun, di ba? So kung wala kang partner, dahil single ka nga, di ba? So kumuha ka ng kaibigan, either kapatid mo or magulang mo na who will be your eyes or your in case of emergency person, no? Sila yung gatekeeper of your information at dapat sila ay pinagkakatiwalaan mo. Okay? So pwedeng hindi ito iisang tao at ito yung kanilang qualifications, no? Dapat ay kaya nila at gustong gawin yung mga habilin mo, no? Sabi mo kung kunwari, no? Ang sabi mo ay kapag ako ay nakoma, kapag 20 days na or 2 weeks na, ay bunutin nyo na yan, no? Ayoko nang mabuhay or something. Kaya nilang gawin yon, no? They will grant your wish. Kaya nilang i-implement, no? Ano pa? Available sila kapag kailangan mo, no? Yan. So, hindi po pwedeng ma-ex, ha? Yan. Okay. Alam ang medical history mo at may legal power to act on your behalf. Kailangan ko pag-isipan yan, kasi ano kaya yung documentation doon, no? I will have to ask our lawyer on that. Okay, tapos dapat din ay kaya makapag-communicate ng situation mo sa iba kapag kinakailangan. Alam kung paano ipapaalam sa pamilya or sino mga kaibigan dapat ang makakaalam kung ano mang nangyayari sa iyo, no? ICE ang tawag doon, no? In case of emergency. Okay, ano pa? So, kapag tayo single, ayan, mas importante na kumuha tayo ng health insurance. Ayan. So, tama ang sinabi ni, Nanalo, si Miss Lovette Manalo. Kasi sabi niya, health insurance yung mas kailangan ng mga single kaysa sa life insurance. Ganon din si May. Ayan, okay? So, yan, no? Kumuha ng health insurance at ang sana kunin natin ay katubas ito ng at least 1 year of our income. So kung kumikita ka ng 20,000 pesos per year, sana yung health insurance natin ay 240,000 pesos. Okay? Preventive health at emergency care insurance, kumuha din tayo niyan. Sa mga mauunlad na bansa, lalong-lalo yung mga OFWs natin, meron tayong tinatawag na long-term care. Kumuha po kayo niyan kung balak nyong dyan mag-retire. Lalong-lalo na kung single, sino mag-aalaga sa inyo, di ba? Magbayad po kayo sa PhilHealth din. Isuportahan natin ang ating universal healthcare. And yung kukuha din tayo ng critical illness kapag base sa medical history natin ay mayroon na tayong probability na magkaroon nun. Lalong-lalo na kung sa mga magulang mo. Kuwari ako, no? Si Papa at Mama diabetic, si hypertensive silang dalawa, parang may sakit sa puso, ay di kumuha ako ng critical illness dahil mukhang sure na sure. Nagpaparamdam na nga, no? Mga tuhod-tuhod, nakaloka. Lakas maka gurang, di ba? Tuhod. kumuha ng health insurance. So pwede rin kayong mag-create ng health fund to augment your health insurance. Tapos tignan ang health insurance benefits ng iyong company. Kasi baka meron naman, then you don't need to get health insurance. Kapag umalis ka na sa company na yon, then saka ka na lang kumuha, no, ng health insurance na yon. And then, mayroon ding mga medical services, yung mga cooperative. So you can also take a look at that. So sa life insurance, kapag single parent, ay kailangan kumuha ka ng life insurance. Okay? Kapag single at may junakis, o kumuha ka ng life insurance. Equivalent to, usually, rule of thumb natin, 10 years of your income yan. If you're the sole breadwinner in the family, kailangan din kumuha ng life insurance. So single ka at ikaw ang sole breadwinner, kumuha ka ng life insurance. Kasi anong kakainin ng mga yun kapag namatay ka, di ba? Kung hindi naman, then no need to get life insurance. Okay? So kapag single parent at breadwinner, then single, then get life insurance. Okay? So life insurance is just for income replacement for the breadwinner. Kung wala ka naman nun, if you don't need life insurance, kumuha ka na lang ng funeral plan, no? Or mababa lang na life insurance. Pwede na yon, yung magpo-cover ng funeral mo, no? Yun, tapos cheaper yon. So, avoid VUL at all costs. Naku, alam niyo naman, di ba? Namimiss ko na nga mag-session on VUL para ma-excite ulit ang mga agents natin, di ba? So, best difference dapat na gagawin natin when we get our life insurance. Okay? So, ano ang mas kailangan ng single, health o life insurance? Ang sagot dyan, yon. Kapag walang dependents, health insurance. Pag may dependents, health and life insurance. Okay? Tapos, investment naman natin, no, for retirement. So, pang bucket list din natin ito. Maximum contribution ng SSS, yan po yung gagawin natin. Ano? We have to contribute maximum. Yun yata 3,250 ang maximum. So, gawin natin yon. And then, social investments din, maglagay tayo dyan. Pag-ibig MP2, long-term deposits, share capital or savings sa co-ops, rental property, government treasury bills and bonds, tsaka SSS Flexi or Peso Fund. Okay? Tapos, so yan, yan yung mga titignan natin. Okay? So, yan ang ating mga tips para sa para sa mga singles ngayong episode na ito, ang pagyaman na pag-aaralan at napagtutulungan. Ako po si Sir Vince, ang inyong financial guro. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsama sa akin ngayon sa ating Pera Aralan.